Okay, folks, I am Joseph Rampolla. I'm here at AWE TV, and I'm here with the CEO, Meron Gribetz of Meta. Meron, you just spoke, so tell us what you talked about.
It was actually my co-founder Ben that spoke. I myself had an emergency root canal this morning, unfortunately. But we're speaking about a vision for the future that's collaborative, it's contextual. The Meta glasses are the Iron Man glasses, where whenever you want a panel of information to work on, it's there. Whenever you want sort of a holographic interface, it's there. So you can imagine a world where kids are playing Minecraft together collaboratively, or people are interior decorating with virtual holograms. Those are the kinds of things that are actually becoming possible way, way, way sooner than anyone has predicted, and we're kind of pioneering those use cases.
Awesome. So what is it like to be here and, everybody's talking about Meta, and what are we going to see for this upcoming year as you move on from AWE 2014?
Yeah, AWE has been a huge venue for us. It pretty much got us started last year. We were 3 people in the company last year. This year we're 35 people in the company. Next year, and last night we had obviously the launch of the Meta One product, and there were hundreds of people, and it's just so inspiring to see so much support and so much backup for this cause. Next year, it's just going to keep scaling up because eventually this kind of a product goes on to replace tablets and then later on computers, and that's 100% where we're taking this.
Awesome. And last night you had this huge shindig, and pretty much there was an invite only, and then the invitations just went like hotcakes, and it was like almost a closed list because everybody wanted to get to this party. What was that experience, and what was it like for this launch last night?
It was magnificent. My co-founder Ben organized it in about 48 hours. By the time it happened, I had a bunch of meetings, and then I came outside and there was a valet there, and there were all these fancy tables there and just a movie theater outside, and I was like, what's going on? And they briefed me, and he really nailed it. I was very surprised at how it turned out. That was the launch of the Meta One device. And I think really the key was we gave demos to hundreds of people last night, so you should ask them how they felt. But when I was there, I just saw smiles on everyone's faces. It was like we gave them exactly what they wanted. It's inspiring. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this, because the Meta One, if I'm correct, it's like this is the second generation of Meta, if I'm correct. Is that right?
Meta One is the first.
Okay. Yeah. And tell us, what are the... Just describe to us what Meta One, how it's changing the world.
Sure. Meta One is the first actual augmented reality glasses. Augmented reality, as Steve here pretty much defined it, has to register digital information, stick it to the real world. And our device also allows you to go ahead and touch those holograms as well. So it's the first AR headset that's 3D and that has a contextual awareness of the world. We're very excited. It's kind of like the Oculus Rift. It still connects to your computer. It's a developer kit, but our future devices will be mobile, that's kind of the direction that it's going in this year. We're going to start seeing the pocket computer being prevalent, and later in the future, everything will be on board.
Awesome. I thought it was really neat too, because the one demo where somebody actually, I think it was you, created something right in front of your eyes, and then you took it and you brought it over to the 3D printer and dropped it in, and then it basically created a true tangible 3D object, so that was pretty neat too.
Thanks. That was actually a spin-off of something I said here at the AWE panel last year. Someone asked everyone on this AR panel what their killer app is, and everyone gave these varying answers. Some people said, "Oh, every app except in 3D, etc., etc." The killer app answers. And I said it was an artist's tool, because when you could allow sculpting with 10 dexterous inputs in the way that an artist would want, then anything is an easier use case from there. And so a bunch of people came up to me at the end and said they were inspired by that message. So we went on and built it. And that demo that you tried, where you're sculpting a vase, and then you go ahead and take that holographic vase and put it in a 3D printer, and it actually builds it for real, is the true embodiment of that sentiment.
Absolutely. Well, listen, congratulations on your launch, and we look forward to follow Meta, and you're doing amazing work.
Cheers. I appreciate that.
Awesome, man.
Take care.
Sweet.